Are we seeing the gradual demise of doubling down, the authoritarians' favorite pastime? I ask because Trump's former press secretary, Stephanie Grisham, said on CNN that Trump isn't doubling down like he used to. Now, I'll play that clip in just a bit. But first, what is doubling down? Oh, of course, it's a metaphor based on blackjack, doubling down on your bet. But in politics, doubling down is refusing to back down and instead re-upping, recommitting to a strategy or a message that is probably risky or unpopular. So it's running towards the fire, to borrow a phrase used to describe Steve Bannon. And the idea that when you've been caught or cornered, you don't flinch. You ramp up. You don't retreat. It's a strategy we usually associate with authoritarian regimes, right? Doubling and tripling down is what Putin's doing right now in the Ukraine, escalating the war, world opinion be damned, without regard for the risks to Russia or to his own legacy. So, doubling down is the first cousin of never apologizing, right? Strong men are never supposed to apologize, right? And now we also see a version of this in the media when Donald Trump was almost worshipped and applauded by the media for his ability to not disguise what he was doing, right? But to be very explicit, show his cards, no matter how nefarious, tell you what he's going to do, and then do it. And doubling down became a mantra, a rallying cry during Trump's reign. Doubling down trickled down as Trump's allies and enablers and followers adopted the practice, right? I mean, Matt Gaetz and Giuliani and the rest of the cast, they knew they wouldn't be punished. There would be no consequences. Mueller was proof of that. And so they became comfortable, cocky, emboldened. Now, Trump seems less inclined to double down. So what's going on? Let's listen to former press secretary Stephanie Grisham.
I think the fact that he keeps changing his messaging, to me, as somebody who worked for him for so long, that is very telling. A lot of times with Donald Trump, he will go to a message and stick to it and double down, triple down, even if it's absolutely the wrong message. This time the message keeps changing.
So what we're seeing really is a reflection of a loss of power. Trump's no longer president. He doesn't have Twitter. He's losing Fox News. And now that he's shifting his messages, his followers are less clear on what messages they are supposed to be repeating. So he can't control his narrative. He's more alone, anxious, fearful. He's starting to doubt himself. Evidence is finally trumping Trump's lies. And now Republicans who earlier doubled down are beginning to realize they're a little less protected. And now with Mar-a-Lago and everything else, there's a sense they may end up paying a price for doubling down. Now, does that mean doubling down is going to disappear from our political lexicon? No, but with Biden in office, we certainly are getting a nice little respite, aren't we?